What's up, guys? It's Edge, and here's some long-awaited Battlefield 3 gameplay. This was actually recorded about a month back. I forgot that I had it. It's kind of a gameplay that goes really high and really low, so I've cut off most of the low parts and given you all the high, so you can see the good stuff without any of the boring running around, getting killed stuff. At the end of the game, I think I got a pretty even score, like 45 to 45 in that general area. So not a bad gameplay. For me at least, and it was after I mean, I haven't played in a while, and it was after I hadn't played for a while either, so it was the best I have. I'll try to be getting some more good ones out there. I have one more that I did with Monkey that was pretty positive, but wasn't as action-packed as this. It was more strategic, kind of making our way around behind the guys and picking off them as they came. But yeah, it's also a good gameplay, just a different type of tempo, different type of style. So today I kind of wanted to talk about why we find our value in like games and sports. Why is it that we always rage quit if we're not doing good, if we're not winning, if we're not being the best that we can be, or feeling like we're failing ourselves kinda. And related to sports, because recently I've been trying to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2, could not play that for more than half an hour, and also I've been playing a lot of sports, as always. So like, why do we always, sulk off the field after a loss? Even when we played our best, it still doesn't really feel like we did ourselves good. We did right for ourselves. You know how that is, I'm guessing. So if you've ever played any type of competition where you didn't win, there's always that feeling of just defeat, failure. And I kind of want to talk about why we have that, because, I mean, even when we do our best, why is it that, we don't feel satisfied with that? Like, I'm guessing that most of it has to do with proving that we're better than someone else, being kind of like the dominant guy, the dominant competitor. Or maybe it's even a feeling of accomplishment. Maybe you don't feel accomplished in your life by itself. Maybe I don't feel accomplished doing other parts of my life. That's not enough. But I feel like it's more than that, because everyone likes to win. No matter how confident they are in themselves, everyone likes to win. And it's kind of a weird thing. If you think about it, it doesn't really make sense. Especially if you're talking about a game where winning really has nothing to do with how you're gonna survive, how you're gonna like be okay with like social standings, whatever you want to talk, like whatever you care about in life, that the basic needs in life, it doesn't have any effect on that. So it's really kind of an interesting thing, and it must go back to where winning, where you needed to win, where winning was a matter of life and death. But it's interesting how we carry that over to games, and how it's so important for us. I feel like maybe it's a feeling of that we need power, or that we feel this need to have control over other people. So I thought it would be an interesting thing to talk about in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, personally, I think it has to go back to when winning is a matter of life or death. When it's not just a game, when it has huge weight on it, and all that stuff. So, for example, this weekend we had a tournament, and the first game we won 1-0. We could have beaten the team by at least 3 or 4 points, but we just couldn't put as many goals in as we wanted to. We still came out with a win though, so it was okay in our eyes. We got the win, even though we didn't play our best. We still got the win, so we felt good about it. Which is interesting because, most of the time you would think you wouldn't feel good unless you did as good as you can. And I'm sure there's some of that, like we didn't feel as good as if we had scraped these guys, but still, we felt satisfied with that win. Even though it wasn't our best job, even though we could have done better, we still felt satisfied because of the win. That's really all that mattered to us. And then the next game we played, we tied a team 0-0, and most of us, we didn't feel down. We just kind of felt like, okay, that happened, you know. Wish it had gone a better way, but it's all right because we didn't lose. It's more about losing than it is about winning in that case, you know. You didn't lose, so it doesn't really matter. We'll kind of set it aside. Not too many emotions, not too many like strong feelings about it either way, good or bad, you know. But the team that we played in that game had lost to a team we were about to play the next day. They lost to them 4-1. And this team was about as good as we were. That's why it ended 0-0. We both pretty much played our best and just score evened out. And so we went into the next game knowing that that team that we had played, who was about the same skill level as us, had lost 4-1, 3-point differential, which is a pretty moderate to big differential as far as soccer. And so we go into the game, we're ready to go. Like, we're not feeling like we're gonna lose or anything. We play our hardest, and we hold them off first half, second half, to the last quarter of the second half, and they finally put one in off a breakaway, and really nothing that we could have done about it unless we had been farther back. Our defensive line was a little farther back. The guy was quick, they couldn't catch up to him, and he managed to place it perfectly in the bottom left corner. Really wasn't much that we could do about it, but still, I mean, we played our best that game. We only let in 1 goal, the other team let in 4, and still we walked off the field sulky and feeling like we had failed ourselves because we didn't win that game. You know, it's just not a good feeling when you lose. Even though we had done our best and we couldn't have really done much better, we still didn't feel right about it. We didn't feel like we had done right for ourselves, you know. Whereas in the first game that we played, we won. We didn't play as well as we could have. We still felt better with that. I thought that was a really interesting thing to think about. It's interesting human nature that we feel the need to win more than we feel the need to, I guess, fulfill our abilities, fulfill what we can, like, do as much as we can do. And I'm guessing that it goes back to when every time we fought for something, it was a matter of life or death. So I don't know. You guys can give me your thoughts on that if you'd like. I would really appreciate it. That's all I got to say on the topic. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.